Hello, hello. Welcome to Today in Global Hack Week, day 6. I'm Quinn. I'm a coach in Major League Hacking. I hope you've all been having a good day. I hope you enjoyed day 5. I know we've had a bunch of streams on. I did my last stream of the week earlier today, 5 hours ago. Welcome, welcome. Hi, good to see some familiar faces or names popping up. As a little heads up, if you haven't already, please do check in. I popped the message earlier on in the chat and I'll resend it now. If you check in to 5 live events and also sign up for season launch week happening next month, so 2 weeks from now, you can get bonus swag. So that's super exciting. Make sure you get yourself some bonus swag. I've just popped the check-in link in both chats, so definitely make sure you do that. Oh, I'm glad there's been some people tuning into my streams. This is really cool to hear. So I think we'll kind of get started. Yeah, let's get going. All right, so welcome to day 6 of GenAI week. I hope you've been having a good week so far. We're nearly at the end, but we're going to talk about all of the other exciting stuff happening over the next 24 hours. First of all, though, I'm Quinn. Like I said, I'm a coach at Major League Hacking. I love writing in R and Python. I do basically nothing else. Certainly, I'm not like into the JavaScript front end kind of whole stack software engineering side of things compared to most coaches, I think. I do a little bit of it now and then, but I am very much into my statistics. I do a lot of GenAI, and I'm doing my master's next year, so a lot of my research is looking at generative AI and how we evaluate it, which is really cool to me. I also love terrariums, so if you like plants, ask me about that. And yeah, that's me. But let's talk about actually what we've just done over the last 24 hours. How was yesterday? Maybe you can all let me know in the chat what your favorite stream you've been to was yesterday, or if you didn't make it along to one yesterday, maybe your favorite challenge or your favorite stream this week. I'd love to hear it. I'm glad that people thought my stream was awesome. That is good to hear. That is good to hear. I always love doing them, so I'm glad that other people enjoy them, not just me. But without further ado, let's talk about what we actually did. So the first one we had was an introduction to GANs. This is generalist adversarial networks, even generative. There we go. Get there in the end. Oh, it's been a long day. And this was with Yash. And Yash is maybe a member of the community who you know. This is 404 Not Found. And he was introducing us to neural networks and also GANs. This was a really in-depth workshop. Check it out on YouTube if you want to go back and see it and you missed it. But it was really informative, really helpful, and I certainly learned a lot. Next up, we worked on our first 3D model. This was with Bully, and it looks like it was with FreeCAD, which I'm not too familiar with, but hopefully there was lots of learning occurring. I hope that you all had some really good fun doing this. 3D modeling, I think, is really useful, especially if you want to build hardware hacks. Actually, at hackathons, this is a really great skill to have. Next up, we finished off the track on how to RAG models. And this was with Alberto, and it looks like you were kind of really getting into things, looking like you were even using a bit of Copilot over in the right-hand part of the VS Code window here. I think this is VS Code, isn't it? Yeah. And so I hope that was really informative. Using GenAI to build GenAI is kind of recursive and cool, isn't it? So I hope that was informative. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Next up, we went into a bit of a dive on image classification. I think this was with YOLO, or You Only Look Once. And this was with Jocelyn. You can see here some really cool looking slides about how we can produce bounding boxes and assign classes to them. So a bit of image classification. And then finally, we had me evaluating the reliability of LLMs as judges. And you can see here a little screenshot of what we were talking about, which was how much do LLMs and humans agree when they are evaluating other model outputs. So I hope people enjoyed that. It sounds like there were a couple of people heading along. And that wrapped up day 5. You also worked on some challenges. I've seen some really cool things. This seems awesome, an AI research chatbot. This was built with Clarify, which allows you to build and deploy your own models really efficiently and agentically. And then we also had someone who built a banner using GenAI. This is really cool. I don't know quite how they did this. Maybe it's looking like it's with Gemini, but yeah, I'm really inspired. That looks very cool. I'm not so good at doing the digital art, so it's inspiring, very inspiring, very cool. I hope that continues on into a great project. But what are we building today? What is happening? Do we have more streams? Well, of course we do. You can check them all out at ghw.mlh.io/schedule. And I'm just going to pop that in the chat for everyone. Oh, too fast. I'm going to send it just in case so that everyone over on the YouTube side of things can see it too, but we've just popped that link in the chat too. You can head on over here and check out all the times. I think it adjusts to your local time zone as well, so it's pretty good. And all of the workshops that we've coming up. We've got a few. It's what are MCP agents with Alberto. I think this is happening at 2 p.m. Eastern time or 11:30 p.m. IST. I think this was delayed from earlier, so definitely check this one out. This is about MCP, which is Model Context Protocol Agents, how you kind of allow them to access data and tools as needed to truly work agentically, which is really cool and an exciting thing that's very up and coming. And then we've got a Type Racer mini event. This is with Way. That is 4 p.m. Eastern time or 1:30 a.m. IST. So a nice leisurely afternoon activity or a very early morning activity, but take a break from your hacking. Make sure to have some rest, recuperate, and refresh your mind before you continue on with your programming. I think Way takes these things competitively. Certainly Way's beaten me at Tetris a few times, so well, maybe I'll join that one. We'll see. We'll see. Next up, we've got a workshop on voice-powered GenAI. This is with Jocelyn. This is part 1 of 2. I think the next one is immediately after. So that begins at 5 p.m. Eastern time or 2:30 a.m. IST. And this is building conversational AI experiences that speak and listen. This is with, now I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly. I think it's Varpi. I feel like that's maybe right. Maybe someone in the chat knows. I think this is this like an Indian name or Hindi or something? I'm not actually 100% sure, but someone can tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong and tell me how I should be pronouncing it. But Varpi is, I think, what I'm going to go with. And this looks really exciting. I haven't actually done any kind of like text-to-speech or vice versa, where you can have models that listen to you. Myself. So this 2-part series is really good. And like I said, 5 p.m. Eastern time or 2:30 a.m. IST. This is with Jocelyn. And the following part will be at 9 p.m. Eastern time or 6:30 a.m. IST. So you have a 2-hour break in between. So definitely head along for those. And then we've got the second part of Alberto's series on what are MCP agents. This is part 2, 11 p.m. Eastern time, 8:30 a.m. IST. And this is really getting more into what are MCP agents, how can we use them, how can we deploy them in a really cool way. Awesome. The final stream, I believe, that we have is AI-powered EdTech Hack Part 2. This is the second part of the stream. I think the first part was yesterday, I want to say day 4. This is with Carrie. You can join for the second part at 9 a.m. Eastern time or 6:30 p.m. IST. And it's really looking at how we can use AI to teach people and to encourage learning even more effectively and in an impactful way. So using AI to do truly, really good things. And I think this kind of like social good work for AI is super important. So definitely head along to this. If you missed the first part, don't worry. Like I said earlier, it's all on YouTube. You can catch up there. With that, we'll wrap up GenAI Week. So join myself and Siddharth. We'll be wrapping up at 12 p.m. Eastern time or 9:30 p.m. IST. So that's in exactly 24 hours from now. And you get to know what's coming up next after this week. Don't worry, it doesn't end here. So whilst GenAI Week will be ending, we've got tons of things coming up, including, like I mentioned earlier, the season launch week, which is 2 weeks from now. So sign up as soon as possible. If you sign up and check into 5 live streams, which you've still got time to do, you can get bonus swag. So definitely make sure to do that. We're really excited to launch off the new hackathon season for, I guess, what it will be 2026. So that's super exciting. Make sure you've got to be there. It's going to be so good. All right. I think also because we've got a few, but not tons of streams, there's loads of time to actually earn some of that swag. And you can do that by completing the challenges. If you complete all the feature challenges, you can earn the swag as long as you've registered for GenAI Week, which I'm guessing you have by this point, and also shared your address with the MLH team. So head along, get those challenges done, get those points. We really want to see how many points you can get and what you've been working on. It's really exciting for us as well. We also want to make sure that Global Hack Weeks are as good as possible for you. We want to make them even better, in fact. So if you've got thoughts on what you loved, what you'd like to see more of, any improvements you think would be really great, we'd love to hear them. You can give them at mlh.link/GHW feedback. And I've just popped that in the chat as well. It's also up on the screen, so be sure to check that out. How do I submit challenges? Don't worry. So if you head along to, let me just pop back for a second. If you head along to this link up on the screen now, that's ghw.mlh.io/challenges. You can submit to any of them there. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, to any of them there. And as long as you follow all the instructions, it should be nice and easy. We've got our own submission platform for it now. So if you have any issues, please reach out in the Discord. But definitely, yeah, get going with those challenges. They should all have instructions on them. The featured ones are the ones at the top on the blue bar. And those are normally good ones to start with. Very beginner friendly. Awesome stuff. Yeah, thank you, Quacks and Cheese, popping that in the chat in the Twitch chat. If anyone wants it in the YouTube chat, we can pop it in as well. But I think for now it's up on the screen. We should be good here. Awesome stuff. So just as I was saying, please give us feedback. We want to make sure that this is as good as possible for you. So let us know what you'd love to see more of, what you really liked, what could be improved from your perspective. We'd love to hear it. And I think with that, we've reached the time for questions. So if there are any questions floating around, please let me know. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be to do with GenAI week. Although I can't guarantee I'll answer it if it's completely out of the left field. But yeah, tell me how your week's going. I'd love to hear it. Good to see Quack and Cheese. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Global Hack Week. I'm guessing if you're saying good morning, this is I'm trying to think about times. I don't even know where is morning now, right? I mean, in Europe, I think it's kind of early evening. So that's where I am. I'm enjoying a bit of sunshine. I don't know if you can see, probably not because I've got the background on, but I've got a glorious sun. It's actually very hot in my room right now. I just run over my headphone cable with my chair. That's good, isn't it? I don't know if other people do that. I mean, I don't do it on purpose, but cool. So it looks like we're pretty chill. Not too many questions. No. Maybe we could chat about our favorite projects that we're working on. I was really excited to work on the LLM as a judge project that we did earlier today. So that was really fun for me. But if anyone's got personal projects that they're working on, I'd love to hear about them too. It's always good to hear. But yeah, I hope everyone's having an awesome week. Like I was saying, I'm having a great week. I've done loads of streams this week, more than I've ever done in a Global Hack Week. But GenAI is my gig, so I'm enjoying it. But also the weather's been glorious, so it's been nice in both aspects. Doing lots of streaming, enjoying the sun the rest of the time. It's good. It's good. No complaints from me. So happy days. Happy days. Yeah. Awesome stuff. Well, I think we're pretty chill then. No, not too many questions I can see. I'm glad that people were happy. Oh, I did miss this question. Is there a leaderboard? I'm actually not sure if there's a leaderboard sent out for the points. I will find out. There's not one that I know of, but I do know that they send out daily points emails, so you can know how many points you have. I don't know if they say in the email like where you placed. Like I assume there's a ranking somewhere. But yeah, I mean, I can find out. For sure. I would recommend checking out the daily email. It normally has all of the information you need. But it would be cool if there was a leaderboard. Maybe there is. There's not one that I've seen, but maybe, you know. I'll ask. All right. Will we get to see any live demos of other people's projects? I don't think we've got any demos planned for today. I'm not sure about tomorrow. But if you've got a project that you want to demo, please do apply. I'm not sure if it's too late in the week. I don't have a slide for it, which probably means it's a little bit late in the week. But if you're really passionate, you're really excited, like send something in the Discord. We'd love to hear about it. And we also have a link for demos. Off the top of my head, I'm actually not sure what it is. Let me see if I can find it. We can chill for a bit while I find the link for the demos. I don't think that it's open anymore. But certainly I can take a look for you, no problem. You caught me out here. No, there is a link. And I will find it. Your best chance normally, I think, is to submit for something that you've been working on in the earlier part of the week, because obviously this is now the final day of Global Hack Week. This is your last chance. Yeah, so if you head along to mlh.link/GHW demo, I'm checking the link now to see if it's actually open still. Yeah, okay, yeah. So if you head along to this link, just popped it in the chat, you can in fact still submit and fill out the survey. to apply to demo. I think it will take like a few minutes. So we'd really love to see them. I can't guarantee that it actually will happen this week, because obviously we've got the closing ceremony tomorrow, and I'm not sure if there'll be time at that point. But definitely do, bear this in mind for the future. We love to see projects that everyone's been working on. So we're exciting to see demos all the time. Let's see what else we've got. Building an application that reviews, judges your code base, and provides feedback like a manager. Oh yes, I think you mentioned this in one of my streams earlier. This is really cool. Very exciting, very exciting. Awesome stuff. Yep, if you're not in the Discord, you can head along to the Discord. Highly recommend that. I think there's a shorter link as well, but that one will do. That one will do for sure. Yeah, make sure you're in the Discord. It is the place to be. Definitely is the place to be. Yeah, if you go to discord.mlh.io, that is the shorter link. Yeah, no problem. So Quackers and Cheese is chipped in. There's no leaderboard that I've seen. It's just the points they tell you in the daily email. It's an honor system comparing them. I see. Well, that's interesting to know, but I will do some investigation. I mean, I'm a fan of leaderboards. If anyone was in my stream earlier, we were talking about Chatbot Arena, or the new newer LLM Arena leaderboard, which is pretty cool. So you can check that out. Awesome. So are there any upcoming hackathons? There are. Next month, so in 2 weeks' time, we're doing season launch week. That will be like a special global hack week where we unveil all of the exciting things that are happening over the next hackathon season. And that will include some season launch events, which we're really excited to be partnering with as Major League Hacking. And so you can check them out there. I don't think we'll have released them yet, so you'll have to hold off. You have to, stay eager and stay excited, but contain your excitement. Because yes, in 2 weeks' time, we'll be talking about that. Make sure to register for season launch week now. You can do that if you head along just to the Global Hack Week website. On the front page, it is the second option after GenAI Week. So that's July 4th till the 10th, 2025, and you can register now. Awesome. Quackers and Cheese has popped in saying much the same thing. The event calendar is almost empty. That's true. So we do add all of the events coming up as part of season launch, all of the already partnered events during that Global Hack Week. So get excited for that. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Yes, there are lots of links for the same things. It's true. It's true. It's true. So, maybe we should have a competition who can find the shortest link that does the same thing. But I think this is the shortest Discord link that we have. So if you're not on the Discord, check it out. It's a really great time. Cool. I think we're pretty much done. I don't think I'm seeing any questions. I think we've got some happy hackers. We've got maybe one question. Yes, this is correct. Yes. So Global Hack Week season launch is the event that you need to register for. Definitely check that out. We've got one more question. Might be off topic. How to read and understand tech docs and use them to build a project. Can you show me a demo? So I can't show you a demo right now. I don't have anything prepared, and it's probably best to head along to some of the other technical streams for a demo. But my recommendation would be just to start reading. The more you do it, the better you'll get. And like many things, if not all things, practice really does help you improve and make your skills really concrete and reliable. So that's my suggestion. Obviously, some docs are not as good as others. There are some which are like famously not so good, but like some good docs, for example, like PyTorch. PyTorch have some really great docs. I like their tutorials as well. And often I would say following a tutorial can be a good way to get a basic grasp of a tool that you're using before you try kind of understanding all the docs and end up bashing your head against the wall. So definitely follow some tutorials, and streams, technical streams like that we do at Global Hack Week are a really great opportunity to do that with someone who can answer your questions live. So use that opportunity as much as you can. Do I have any good books that I recommend for hacking? I couldn't give you any specific ones. I mean, like hacking, at Major League Hacking, we were talking about building software projects or hardware projects, in short periods of time, and really just, designing awesome technology products. So it's not like cybersecurity hacking, if that's what you're thinking. Just want to make that clear. But certainly, most kind of guides and things are great. If you check out any of the MLH resources, we can definitely provide a lot of really helpful places to get jump started. And if you check out the challenges, I think all of them have some really great kind of beginner material for you to get started with as well. We've got some awesome partners this week. We've been really lucky to be joined by some new ones too, so you can check them out as well. That's all on the challenges page. I'll pop that link up once more, and you can learn about those partner technologies. So that's where I would suggest getting started. Books are great, but this is better, in my opinion. And if you want to go and check out their streams, they happened earlier in the week, so you can go to YouTube and scroll back in the live section. That's at Major League Hacking. All right. No problem for the suggestion. This is what I'm here for. And I think with that, I'll wrap up. So thank you all for joining me. This has been Today in Global Hack Week, day 6. This is the final day of Global Hack Week for GenAI Week. So like I said, get working on those challenges, head along to the really awesome streams that we've got coming up. And of course, register for season launch week next week. And I'll see you in 24 hours for the closing ceremony. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.